Hello everybody and welcome back to Serious Sunday. I'm your host Luke, and this is the show where we talk about video games and things. And this week, it is the weekend of the Global Game Jam 2017. That's right, from 20th January 2017 to the 22nd, so today, while this very video is going online, thousands of professional and aspiring developers around the world are making video games based on a common theme. If you're not really familiar with what a game jam is, the concept is pretty simple. You have a limited amount of time and a common theme, and you make a game. That's pretty much the long and short of it. Not many rules, generally speaking, around what engine that you'd use or what the genre of the game is going to be. The only major thing that you have to do is ensure that you are making a game that fits within some sort of a theme, and this year's theme is waves. How waves make it into your game, of course, is open to interpretation, but as long as they make it into your game, there you go. That's an entry for the Global Game Jam, as long as it was also made within the time frame. As you can probably guess, since I am making a video tonight, I am not participating in the Global Game Jam. I've actually been pretty bad about participating in game jams myself over the last few years. Every once in a while I'll try to get out to get involved with one, but all things considered, since my day job has me working on games basically every day, and my evenings taken up by the recording, editing, and administration of a video game related YouTube channel, I just haven't found a whole lot of time to do any game development as sort of a hobbyist as I used to. Way back in the day, I actually, when I was doing indie development, spent a lot of time working on these sort of game jam type things. As a member of the Adventure Game Studio forums, there was a monthly competition called Mags that I would get involved with quite frequently, and really mostly just because I got most of my major spurts of inspiration with a lot of quickly waning momentum. I would usually make a game in a weekend. Not a whole lot of those are still around, although one game I made called Red Flag is still out there somewhere if you really want to look for it. But regardless, I really enjoy a game jam. I may not participate in them myself. It's particularly difficult if you don't have a laptop to carry around with you, and unfortunately all I have is a very large and clunky desktop computer. But in theory they are amazing, and they'll give you the opportunity to work with a team of like-minded individuals to create a game project that you may not have the opportunity to do on a regular basis. Especially if you're a hobbyist or looking to get into the professional games development industry, game jams like this are an amazing opportunity for you to get some experience creating games, even in a small and sort of controlled environment. I know that on the few occasions that I've been on the interviewer side in an interview with a potential applicant for a game studio, talk of having worked on game jams and having something to show is always a big plus. And even if you're not participating yourself, thanks to the magic of the internet, you now also have the opportunity to watch other people making video games, which may not be a very exciting thing to do, but can be really interesting to learn just exactly how small groups are working on creating new things. And of course, game jams can often lead to some really awesome things. You may have heard of Surgeon Simulator in the past. It's a lot of fun, and it's the video that I'm using in the background for today's video, but Surgeon Simulator came around from a game jam as well. I'm playing the commercial version, which was refined after the original game jam version, but everybody's favorite QWOP-inspired medical process simulator came out of the very same thing that is happening this weekend, so the products of what comes out of this year's Game Jam are one of the things that I'm most excited about. If it interests you, and you catch this video in time, there's a lot of Twitch streams that are happening right now of various people around the world doing the Game Jam. So I would suggest tuning in, and if you did miss it, I'm sure that there are VODs available as well. And even if you miss the Global Game Jam, don't forget there's game jams that happen all the time. Especially if you're privileged to be near a university that has some sort of game development degree. Last time I checked, usually people from outside the universities are welcome to join, as long as you have something to bring to the table, of course. It's a fantastic opportunity to practice the skills that you're learning, and particularly if you have some experience with scripting in an engine like Unity or Unreal 4, you're going to be able to make yourself very useful to some people. So get out there and help make some video games, and if you want to work on games professionally, this is a very good place to start. Like a lot of people say, you want to make video games? Start by making a video game. And if you want to make a video game, it's always easier with a team. And having some direction, even if it's as vague as the word waves to show you where you need to be going with the game, that can help a lot too. In other news though, I didn't really bring it to the forefront in this channel because I feel like I talk about speedrunning a little bit too much. The Awesome Games Done Quick marathon just happened very recently, and it was fucking fantastic. All those awesome speedrunners and the awesome viewers managed to put together a good $2.2 million for the Prevent Cancer Society, and I am always really happy to hear about gamers doing good things. Generally speaking, we kinda skew towards having a bad reputation, so it's always nice when an event like AGDQ and SGDQ come around to show that we can do good things as well. If you missed it and want to check out some awesome runs, I would definitely recommend that you check out the Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Final Fantasy I, and particularly the Undertale runs that happened during AGDQ, because all of those were fantastic. Not those ones alone though, but they were some of my personal highlights. That's about all I've got in me today, so I'd like to say, as usual, thank you very much for dropping by. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I do sincerely hope that you'll drop in again very soon. Have a good one, enjoy checking out the Game Jam streams and the AGDQ VODs if you're looking for some entertainment over the rest of your Sunday, or whenever it is that you happen to watch this video. And otherwise, take care.